Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. So, late arrest this morning, community activist, former sportsman and politician, Edward Eddie Hart, was late arrested this morning. Hart died on January 4, 2026 at the age of 89 after he never fully recovered from a fall in November 2025. Scores of patrons and persons were in attendance at the Eddie Hart Savannah Tacarigua this morning. Opposition leader Penelope Beckles was among current and former PNM MPs in attendance of the funeral. So we want to say condolences to the family of Mr. Eddie. It's a sad thing when somebody closes their eyes. But nevertheless, viewers, that is for everyone. Remember that. So as we move on, Proman Trinidad has announced that it will temporarily suspend operation at its melamine plant in Point Lisas for an initial 2-year period, citing continued unfavorable global market conditions. For the 89 workers potentially affected, the vast majority will be redeployed to other plants, projects, and roll across the company's operation. For the small number of employees who cannot be redeployed, Proman pledged to provide full outplacement support, access to its Employees Assistance Program, and statutory benefits, ensuring that all are treated with dignity and respect during the process. Global market caused a shutdown in Trinidad and Tobago. A lot of companies in our country are shutting down. But nevertheless, let's hope for the best in 2026. Maybe some could be reopened. Minister of Trade, Investment and Tourism, Satyakama Maharaj, has outlined plans to expand into the new international market with Ghana, identified as a key focal point. Speaking on Tuesday, the minister noted that Republic Bank already has a major presence in Ghana and confirmed that an inaugural flight is planned for March to support business access. He added that negotiations are underway for a duty-free agreement with Ghana and the wider West African region. Listen to this, Trinidad.
Economy truly diversify, and the benchmark we're aiming at is not 80-20 as before, 50-50, energy, non-energy.
The minister said these initiatives form part of a wider strategy built on trade, investment, and tourism, aimed at boosting foreign exchange earning, supporting local industries, and positioning Trinidad and Tobago for long-term growth. Into some current affairs now, Trinidad and Tobago. So we want to say congratulations to the Tobago's People's Party. Dominated victory in Tobago House of Assembly, THA. Election on Monday night securing all 15 seats. Kamla Prasad Bisasa congratulated Chief Secretary Fali Augustine and his party, describing the outcome as historic. In a statement issued overnight, Prime Minister praised the TPP and commended the people of Tobago for the peaceful conduct of the electoral process and said the result reflected a strong mandate and clear confidence in the leadership and vision presented by Augustine and his party. Prasad Bisasa said the government looked forward to continued cooperation and constructive engagement with the Tobago House of Assembly as it works to advance Tobago's social, economic, and institutional development. The TPP's party victory marked its second consecutive term in office, following the party's success in winning both Tobago parliamentary seats at the April 2025 general election. So we want to congratulate the TPP for a victory in Tobago, securing a clean sweep in Tobago House of Assembly elections. The Tobago's People's Party says it will govern in the interest of all Tobagonians, regardless of political affiliations. With the Tobago's People Party now holding every seat in the Assembly, leader and Chief Secretary elected Fali Augustine says he will announce plans on Thursday to ensure that government decision remains subject to oversight and accountability. Well, Trinidad and Tobago, let's hope all these things fall into place and we can get some accountability now coming out of Tobago. Tobagonian wanted a change. Let's see now in 2026 if there will be changes. Speaking during his victory speech, Augustine pledged to govern in the best interest of every Tobagonians. Listen to this.
Our campaign said that Tobago is weak. That means that the Tobago we represent includes those that did not vote for us. And I want to say that as long as I'm the leader of this team, we will ensure that all Tobagonians, all of Tobago, whether you are black, blue, red, white, or indifferent, that you are provided for by the Tobago.
So viewers, he announced that the TPP's first order of business will be pushing for self-governance, which was a major pillar of its campaign. Listen to this.
The Tobago we will be building out will require as our first object of governance is getting our autonomy bills done. Tobago requires greater autonomy at this time, and that means that all people from all political parties, all villages must get involved.
So viewers, in Trinidad, do you think Tobago can be self-governance without the help of Trinidad? Could we get the answers from some Tobagonians calling in tonight's program? Let us know if you can manage on your own. Let us know if your country could run without the help of Trinidad government. We want to know. Now viewers, the TPP in its 2026 blueprint manifesto promised to achieve full internal self-government and greater fiscal for Tobago, framing the island as an equal partner rather than a subordinated in the Twin Island Republic. Augustine expected that on Thursday, President Christine Kangaloo will come to the island to oversee the swearing-in process. So viewers, can Tobago make it alone? Let that be our discussion tonight. Can Tobago have self-governance without relying on the UNC government in Trinidad to help them out? Can they make it? Can they survive it? Now keep in mind, viewers, I believe Tobago have between 50 to 70,000 people. Can they really make it? If so, what is their plan? What is Farley plans? He's the leader now of the TPP, Tobago's People Party. What is his plans to make Tobago self-governance? No help from Trinidad. Do you think they can make it with 70,000 people? We don't know. I need some Tobagonians to call in the program tonight. Those of you who are watching, and let us know if you all could actually make it on your own. On your own. Political leader for the People's National Movement, Tobago Council, Ansel Dennis, says the party is not dead, as he announced that he will step down from the post soon to allow for the transition to new leadership. He conceded defeat in the Tobago House of Assembly election to the incumbent Tobago's People Party on Monday night. Mr. Dennis was responding to questions following consecutive defeat in the THA election in 2021 and in 2026. Listen to this.
Anybody who says that the PNM is dead does not understand the political history of the PNM and of this island and this country by extension. So the PNM is not dead. We are certainly defeated tonight, and we are not sore losers. We will never be sore losers. In fact, I am in very good spirits. I've accepted learning. I don't like to call it losing, but I've accepted learning.
Caller, good night.
Hello, yes?
Go right ahead, you're live, my friend.
Keep it off.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, go right ahead, you're live.
Hello, Saeed, good night.
Good night.
Yes, Tobago can make it on their own.
Are you
There's
calling?
no problem there at all.
Are you calling from
faith and
Tobago?
trust in them.
Are you calling from Tobago?
No, I'm calling from Perseverance in Trinidad.
Okay. So do you think Tobago can make it on its own?
Yes, they can make it on their own.
Tell us how they can make it on their own.
It just shows the votes they got, they can make it on their own. People have trust in them, and they can make it on their own.
Well, no problem, my friend. Thank you for the call, and hopefully we'll see if they can make it on their own. He outlined what's next on the agenda for the PNM Tobago Council. Listen to this, viewers.
We are due to have internal elections in April of this year, which is in 3 months. And I will discuss with the leadership all the possibilities, including the possibility of having the internal elections sooner than they are due, so that we can transition and prepare for the next 4 years and prepare to hold the next or the same THE administration accountable as far as we possibly can.
So, viewers, the party requested recount in the Darrell Spring and Scarborough Mount Grace electoral district. The Election and Boundaries Commission said of the total registered electorate of 53,239 voters across the 15 electoral district in Tobago, voters turnout was recorded at approximately 50.69%. Total vote cast was recorded at 26,885 with a total of 104 rejected ballots. Meanwhile, opposition leader Penelope Beckles congratulated the TPP on its victory, but said the People's National Movement plans was always to put Tobago first again. Imagine that, Tobago hearing that after Dr. Rowley left. They're still hearing PNM saying they're going to put Tobago first again. But nevertheless, viewers, there's a party who's there for the second time in Tobago, in Trinidad. We have a new government, the UNC, who has been in power for probably about 8 or 9 months now. So let's see how they are going to cooperate and get the two island up and running properly. Viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but when we come back, overnight lines at San Fernando Licensing Office. More when we return.
We'll be right back.
When life throws you a curveball and you need a clear path forward, trust Real Talk Wrecking Service to get you back on track. Whether you're stuck on a roadside or dealing with an unexpected breakdown, our 24/7 wrecking service is just one call away. Fast response, reliable towing, and a team that's got your back. At Real Talk Wrecking Service, we don't just tow, we rescue. Real Talk Wrecking Service, your lifeline on the road to recovery.
At Real Talk Studios, we dedicate our time to highlight the glaring issues we face within our community. Catch us live every Wednesday between 7 to 8 p.m. Real Public Concern. Because your concerns are meant to be heard. Send your email to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com.
Welcome to Real Talk Financing and Investment, a place where your loans are guaranteed and you're rewarded with up to 5% upfront interest on your deposit. Why wait when you can invest with us today and reap the benefits? Speak with a representative at our central branch at 238-6716, 231-6219, or 339-1670, or our south branch at 242-9944, 241-0543, or 339-1670. Real Talk Financing and Investment. Investment company just for you. For you. For you. For you.
Welcome back.
So remember, Trinidad and Tobago Real Talk with Saieed is having our food drive. We are raising funds. All you have to do is make a contribution between $500 to $1,000 to feed the less fortunate in society who are requesting food on their table. So Real Talk with Saieed, our show on television, have decided to give away this beautiful car. Now, in order to win this car, all you have to do is make a contribution. That is all you have to do. Make a contribution towards our food drive, and you could win this car. Now, this is the latest model Toyota Corolla on the market. The latest. It is not a foreign news. It is not a foreign news. In Trinidad and Tobago, our society has known me for raising funds for the less fortunate, raising funds to feed people. So we are at it again in 2026. We started off 2026 with this, viewers. All you have to do is contact me at 339-1670, 238-6716, or 267-7325 to make a contribution. Let's feed the poor Trinidad and Tobago. Plant a seed if you like, and watch a miracle happen to you. So viewers, just contact me to make a contribution, and let's feed the less fortunate in Trinidad and Tobago. So, from Couva in Central, Trinidad, Pinal in the south, and Santa Flora in the southwest, motorist coverage at the licensing office in San Fernando on Sunday, Trinidad and Tobago, on Sunday afternoon, dawned by urgency and fear of mounting penalties. By then, the lines had already stretched nearly 600 meters, crawling from Prince Margaret Street to Balize Avenue compound. Some motorists were making their second attempt after being turned away last week, while others spoke of shadow economy forming outside the gates, were placed in the quarry where reports sold for between 300 and 400 a spot. Just to get a spot to pass your vehicle inspection or transfer your vehicle. Imagine that, eh? Some said that inside the compound, staff acknowledged the frustration, but pointed to a familiar constraint: inadequate manpower. Stressed by what one motorist said, the system needs faster service and more inspection bays. Earlier this month, the Minister of Transport and Civil Aviation, Eli Zakur, attributed the long lines at licensing office to a surge of motorists rushing to renew expired driver's permits and transfer vehicles that should have been updated earlier. Listen to this.
The reason why we're experiencing long lines at the various license offices is persons are coming to transfer their vehicles that wasn't done within a legal time frame, and persons are coming to renew their driver's permit that was not done within a legal time frame. That's causing the influx along with persons who are coming within a legal time frame. I would like to remind members of the public that under Regulations 20, you could renew a driver's license up until 30 days before expiry.
So I want to tell Transport Minister that long before this fine came out, there were always lines at San Fernando. Always. You know why? It's a very small compound. Very small. The lines go way down to Skinner Park. Way down to. So, this is not new for San Fernando. What made it a little worse? What made it a little worse is the unprecedented increase in fines. Not informing the public. That is what caused this to escalate some more. So when you hear you come on the television briefing, Mr. Eli, I want you to tell the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago the truth. And don't have them looking at you as a minister who cannot face the public. By giving us a 6 for a 9. You say, I will tell you the truth on a live program on television. You may not want to tell the citizens the actual truth, but I will tell them. And I will tell you in your face also. You see, if we have gotten a grace period for the fines, just like how you all want to go to Parliament now, after you all make all your mess, after all your life for the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago who voted for all you, right? After all you make it ridiculously stupid, a mess at licensing office, now you all want to go and fix it. And then you will come out and tell the public, you know, on the campaign trail, we had limited access to data. So it took earlier, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, January 2026. New amendments. So for the 9 months you all were in power, you know what you give the citizens of Tobago? Earlier, you want to know what you give them? You give them lies. That is what you give them. You give them false hope in a campaign. So after the 9 months of having data, what you all did? Increase fines. Not enforcing, you all increase the fine to generate a revenue. I'm an accountant. I could tell you that in your face on my program live, any point in time from Monday to Friday. I could tell you that much. So when you come out and you want to talk to the citizens, tell the citizens the truth. The whole truth and nothing else but the truth, and not a lie. Not a lie. Are you different from the PNM? I'm asking a question. Or let's start off 2026 with a lie. You end December with a lie. And you start. So let me say the proper way. Or you end December 2025 with a lie to the population. And then you start off 2026 now with a lie to the population. It's sad. So the party who left, who got voted out because the people wanted a change, you all didn't do any better. But nevertheless, you are to face our consequences as a minister who walks in the public domain, not Saieed. Not Saieed. So that is one up you're trying to make of citizens have on you. You think after this, the citizens of this country would want to hear what you have to say? Do you think that? You see, the PNM walked with the citizens until a certain way and then started to throw them off to the side of the road. And the citizens, you know what? They pulled back and left them right there. They didn't care what they do anymore. They didn't care. And Tobago, Shamfa telling them nobody lives there. The people of Tobago telling Shamfa, nobody lives there, Shamfa. So you couldn't win. It's sad, eh? It's sad how she own words by she. It's sad. But nevertheless, call her good night.
Good night, Mr. Said. Great program as usual, man. You keep hitting the nail with a sledge. And this reject, who is a reject, eh? Reject Layazakuru. And that bunch of people, they forgetting that is the citizens employ them, you know. They are the citizens' employees. They go on there and advantaging their employers. That is what they are doing. No problem, you know. You could raise the fees, but come and tell the citizens that you're going to do that and give the citizens 6 months to get their act together to repair the vehicle and whatnot, inspect the vehicle and whatever. And after that, you say, right, 6 months, that was enough time to get all your home order. And this rubbish about 3 and 7 days. Zakuru, reject liar Zakuru. You don't have to face the hardship the citizen, the ordinary citizen have to face in their life. Because a man, you think anybody want to drive around this country with a shattered windscreen or a broken windscreen? No. But a man, the middle of the month, the windscreen crack, right? Where he getting money from to fix that Zakuru? He to wait until month end, he going to say, boy, I go put away 500, and next month he put away 500, and he go repair it. Nobody want to drive around this country with a defective vehicle. So at the end of the day, this is about revenue generation, taxing the citizen, commit crime against the citizen, and extortion, legalized extortion against the citizen of this country. And Mr. Said, to reference Tobago could survive on their own. Let me tell you something. Look at Barbados, St. Lucia, Antigua, St. Vincent, Grenada, tourism, they could survive on their own. And Tobago have to get a model like Margarita Island in Venezuela. You see, get a model like them. That is why citizens run to Margarita Island, Carnival, Christmas, all through the year. The planes are full every weekend going to Margarita. So Tobago, you all could do it on your own. Mr. Said, God bless you. You are blessed and put in Trinidad and Tobago, many countries in the world wish they had a blessed individual like you to stand up for the citizens and fight for the citizens and fight for what is right and justice. God will richly bless you and your family, Mr. Said, and your staff. Keep up the great work.
Thank you, my friend. So we tried to contact the Commissioner, Clive Clark, yesterday for some comments, but it was unsuccessful. But nevertheless, Trinidad and Tobago, we'll try to get in touch with him during the course of this week and see if we could get a little light shed on some of these issues. Viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but when we come back, drivers can claim vehicle before wrecking. More when we return.
We'll be right back.
When life throws you a curveball and you need a clear path forward, trust Real Talk Wrecking Service to get you back on track. Whether you're stuck on a roadside or dealing with an unexpected breakdown, our 24/7 wrecking service is just one call away. Fast response, reliable towing, and a team that's got your back. At Real Talk Wrecking Service, we don't just tow, we rescue. Real Talk Wrecking Service, your lifeline on the road to recovery.
At Real Talk Studios, we dedicate our time to highlight the blaring issues we face within our community. Catch us live every Wednesday between 7 to 8 p.m. Real public concern. Because your concerns are meant to be heard. Send your email to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com.
Welcome to Real Talk Financing and Investment, a place where your loans are guaranteed and you're rewarded with up to 5% upfront interest on your deposit. Why wait when you can invest with us today and reap the benefits? Speak with a representative at our central branch at 238-6716, 231-6219, or 339-1670, or our south branch at 242-9944, 241-0543, or 339-1670. Real Talk Financing and Investment. Investment company just for you. For you. For you. For you.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. Remember, viewers, phone numbers are 238-6716. Feel free to call in the program and let's hear your opinion. Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Saieed. How are you going, boy?
Go right ahead, my friend. You're live. I'm fine, thank you.
Now, hear me.
Tell
We're
me.
talking a lot about the traffic tickets and the fines, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I would like you to go back to the Finance Act that tax school pass, because what they are saying, what the government is saying, what Laila Zakur is saying, is that all of this was in the finance bill that they say they pass. Now, when they read the budget, they read out about 4 or 5 things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Reckless driving, this and that and the other thing, and drunken driving and whatsoever. And then they come with this finance bill, right? Where they say that all of that is listed. Mr. Saieed, did anybody send a copy of the finance bill to you?
I believe we went through the bills. 1 or 2 issues on the bill, we went through it here.
No.
Talk to me, tell me.
Nobody knows about that. I want you, there's an article in the Guardian yesterday which shows how much grocery license fees have gone up. So all them people with their little mini mart,
correct,
their little shop, little small grocery or even big grocery,
yes,
they double the fees. Opening a container now, double. All kind of fees and charges. You tell me what law these people break that these fees and charges go up by so much. Mr. Saieed, what do you think is going to happen?
A lot of things went up that the people is not aware of.
No. You see, right now, traffic fines stinging people. It's stinging people full stop.
Mm-hmm.
When you see grocery, you notice 1 or 2, you notice that bar in town now, respectfully, you notice that bars that are closing down.
Yes.
You heard that there were more than 30 pharmacies that closed down.
Casinos, members club.
Yes. What is going to happen to all of those qualified pharmacists and young boys and girls who have jobs? What are they going to do? Going and work in the public policy, wherever it is that shipping is, they're talking about the new cutting grass thing?
Everything
went up. When they going to get work?
Every single thing
when
went
you see all of these fees and charges and fines and duty and penalty hitting people, God help us, what they're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're talking fines and so on, and motorcar.
Yes.
Wait, when you see grocery price going up because of the duties that they have to pay, then you're going to know who eating grass. Good evening, sir.
My friend, in the coming months, you see February, March, month 10, then you will start to see what actually taking place. you would see, I hear a feedback. You would see the outcome of citizens in Trinidad and Tobago, and then you will ask yourself, Saieed was talking about this since January. I'm going to tell you something now. The bread line just now, it wouldn't have the bread on the line to call the bread line. Think what I'm telling all you? You see, we just come out of Christmas and people settling in their work, they're making their plans, they still have their budget to plan out for January, the first quarter in the year. Some of them paying their loan with money they squeezed back. But the real issue is come January month end, February month end, March month end, then you are going to realize how hard it is. And then you're going to realize now why Saieed have been hammering Zakur like this. But in the coming weeks, we are going to talk about different things that were raised. Escalation of price. And then you're going to know now who is raising revenue from who is not raising revenue. Like I said, Trinidad and Tobago and the wider world, I am not affiliated with any party. I don't even ask for a contribution to run this program, and we have been on the air for 9 long years. Nobody can call me and tell me, you know, Saieed, you know, this minister is my friend, and I want you to ease up with it. No. He there for a reason. Call a good night.
Right.
Go right ahead, you're live, my friend.
Yeah, but so Saieed, I just want to stray a little bit from the topic.
No problem, tell me.
These people on the campaign trail, they're talking about stand your ground law, right? But you know how much business people, legit business people, I know right now that is being denied?
Correct.
Denied FUL.
Denied, yes.
Because they say, right, there is no evidence of threats against you. There is no evidence of you being a victim of crime. There is no evidence to suggest that you deal with large transactions, cash transactions. I am a business owner. I had home invasion. I had larceny. I bring containers of tires. And doesn't that qualify me? And I have all the
businessman. Once you're a businessman, that qualifies you. On top of that, you have break-ins in your house.
Home invasion.
It's sad, boy, but I understand what you're saying. I understand your plight, caller.
So the lion. When you stand your ground, when you tell them when you come in your house with popcorn.
I just tell them on television. If you jump my wall, I killing you stone dead, you know.
Yeah, but we the other businessmen not getting that opportunity.
I understand.
Everything they say on that campaign trail was lie.
It's not easy out there. Thank you, caller. Thank you so much. Trinidad and Tobago, I still lane there. Jump my fence. I put a slug in you. I pump in, I empty a clip on you. Do not jump my fence. You are not welcome. And since they made an attempt to kidnap my son 4 years back, trust me. Watch me now. If you slip by me, you slide, you know. I let you know one time. If you slip, you slide. I ain't taking no chances. None. You know what it is to make an attempt to kidnap? A 13-year-old boy. Knowing his father standing up for Trinidad and Tobago citizens. And that's what I got from society. It's sad, eh? It's sad. I'm a licensed money lender in Trinidad and Tobago. I am one of the directors for Real Talk Financing. I am the president of Real Talk Credit Union. Also a director of the Real Talk Security and Intelligence. That is me. That is me. And to know, 4 years back, they make an attempt to kidnap my son. I just do a lot of charity in Trinidad and Tobago. raising funds to help the less fortunate, and boom, society throw that at you. It will change you from A, nice person, to B, a bad John in your compound. That's why I tell anybody, you want to come at me? Not a problem. Come. Come at me. But just know, when you come at me, it have no surviving. It have no surviving. Because if the bodyguard pick you up, 7 days I light in my lights, trust me, you are going to see your way. You are going to see with color in front of you. That's why I just tell people, you want to come, I have no problem. I have no problem standing up for the citizens of Trinity Bay. Look at how we get penalized now. We as a citizen get penalized by transport division. Fines increase. For what? We too reckless? No, we ain't reckless. We ain't reckless. We just came out of 9 long, hard years under the PNM. Under the PNM. All your met bills in the millions that the PNM didn't pay. What about the citizens now? Let's talk about the citizens. You see, I will tell you something. All they get in all 40, 50,000 a month, you know. But what about the citizens now? Bring yourself down to the citizens. You all in the UNC were complaining, the PNM. Now you're in power. Boy. Nevertheless, I will continue standing here. You realize the PNM going out of power, they have no say in Trinidad and Tobago on side, still standing? Still standing. My show still going on. My workers still working. And we headstrong. So Trinidad and Tobago, another issue in our country. The Trinidad and Tobago Police Service has clarified that officers are required to release a vehicle if the driver or person in control appears while the vehicle is being hooked up to a wrecker, provided the vehicle has not yet been removed from where it was parked. So let me tell you something, Trinidad and Tobago. In our country, once the wrecker pick up your vehicle, they're going with it. Don't tell me a lie. Don't tell me a lie. Don't tell me a lie. The police officers and them in them wreckers, let me tell you something, they're like vultures. With no apologies. They are vultures. You see, because of the fact that they are police in the wrecker, they have some sort of authority. Some sort of authority they have. You, the civilian, have no authority. They are the police. They would wreck up from Saran to Barron and go with it. So the TTPS telling Trinidad and Tobago that once you present yourself by a vehicle that is being wrecked, the officer and the wrecker driver has no other choice but to drop your vehicle. But how many social media videos we have seen where officers telling them, here what, go down to the impound department and you'll get your vehicle. I'm surprised none of them have crashed yet. I'm telling you. I'm surprised none of them have crashed in the wrecker. For a stink, dirty, nasty attitude. It's sad. It's sad. Sometimes when you hear a policeman get a threat, you would want to know why. So the TTPS telling you now, these citizens that want to present yourself, they have no other choice but to take down your vehicle. But let me tell you something. I see videos where people inside the vehicle, the policeman, the wrecker driver, them going down to impound. So when you're wondering why police get threat from some division or some department, you must understand why. You must understand why. You see, lately they had a set, sometime last year, we had a wind a prison officer's getting shot. We had a wind a prison officer's home being invaded. There was a saying the old people used to say, do something like so. Call a good night. Hello?
Hello?
Go right ahead, you're live.
What program this is?
Thank you, my friend. So Trinidad and Tobago, where a vehicle has been hooked up or is in the actual process of being hooked up to a wrecker but has not been removed, and the driver or person in control appears and claims the vehicle, the officer shall release the vehicle to the person. This don't happen in Trinidad. It's sad. It's sad that I have to say it on a live program that is being shown around the world. But your vehicle, when it is wrecked by a wrecker with a police officer in it, they do not let it down. They do not let it down. And we now, the individual now, had to be like a clown now, running down to the station to find out where's the impound. Sometimes you lose a whole day. You think the police care about that? No, they don't care about that. But the Trinidad and Tobago citizens now must have a little heart for the police. Correct? Call a good night. Hello?
Hello?
Go right ahead, you're live.
Yeah. Hello?
Yes.
Yeah. I think I'm in the wrong program, no boy.
You just take it, gotta click one time. So Trinidad and Tobago, let me tell you something. I'm not against the officers. I am not against the officers, they're doing their work. But I want you to understand something. I want the officers to understand something. You see just how you are a human being, and when you go in the market, hey, hear this now. When there's a policeman and you go in the market, you buy everything free. Me asking you, I'm telling you, you buy everything free. Everything you want free. When you go on High Street now, off duty, and you walk in a store, the owner must stick up their stuff and just give you it. You see, my father used to say, one hand don't clap, you know. One hand don't clap. License officers shine out ticket like rain. Traffic warden shine out ticket like rain. Police officers shine out ticket like rain. But have you ever seen the tint on their vehicle? How much policeman or license officer or traffic warden have a chip on their windscreen and they don't have money to buy a windscreen? How much of them had a vehicle? Man, G5 down. Like the glass painted black. How much of them? Oh, as a policeman, I could move like this. So you're trying to tell me above the law? That's what you're trying to tell me in other words? You see, but what we don't like people slamming the truth in our face. That is what we don't like. One hand don't clap. And Kamala failed to realize that when she lifted the fines. Eli Zukur failed to realize that when they increased the fines for election, they wanted, you see the tip of your finger? They wanted it to vote UNC. Now when you get it, they forget the value of this tip. That's what they forget. And that's the same thing I told the PNM. The people have the power to put you and to remove you. But Dr. Rowley is today. So let me see now. The TDP has explained that where it becomes necessary to move a vehicle by wrecker to a designated place of safety, officers should first make brief inquiries in the immediate vicinity in an effort to locate the driver. Do they do that? Trinidad and Tobago, somebody call in now, man. Do they do that? No, they pull up with a snatch your vehicle and they're gone with it. Whoever you is, that is your business. I live in Trinidad, you know. I could tell you about the things that happen in Trinidad. That is why people don't like me. That is why people don't like me. You see the truth coming out of my mouth facing them, they don't like it. They don't like it. Now, according to TTPS, a properly parked vehicle also contributes significantly to traffic congestion. Let me tell you something. You park up in Port of Spain. You are blocking nobody, vehicle passing. And a snatcher go pass and take up a vehicle and go with it. Did you park across the road to block the flow of traffic? No. No. I park side the road and they go on with it. I know they reckon, the police and they reckon them. I know they go hate me, you know. They go hate me for saying this. But I'm sure when they go in the market, I go, give me a little thing now, you know me or what? You know everybody know you that time. But when you was playing a hard knob, taking up somebody's vehicle, all you want them to know, hey, you're breaking the law. But time to go and buy £5 for 20, where was 6 and 7 pounds for the same 20. One hand do clap. When you go in a store to buy a nice jersey to impress your girl, watch now, look, I get my 20 off for. It's sad. It really, really sad. How they know it as? You break the law. So why is it beating on the man price when you go in the market? When you go to buy a nice jeans and you're sure to impress your girl or the outside girl, we're begging what? These are the best price? We're begging for. But Trinidad and Tobago, this is the reality. This is the reality. And when you're slapping reality in human beings' face, they don't like it. We don't like it at all, at all, at all. But nevertheless, Trinidad and Tobago, I have a little update for you here. Over 100, we're switching gears, Over 100 citizens from across Trinidad has received their long-awaited certificate of comfort during a distribution ceremony hosted by the Land Settlement Agency at the Barataria Regional Complex on Tuesday afternoon. Listen to this.
Been waiting 15 years to get this certificate of comfort to move forward. And, to have some kind of comfort net, to keep dwelling on the property there. So I'm very happy today.
So now Trinidad and Tobago. This is the government. Second distribution ceremony for certificate of comfort. Minister of Land and Legal Affairs and Minister in the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries, Saddam Hussein, says the 100 certificates were distributed in December. He added that 300 residential leases were also distributed to ex-Caribbean workers thus far. Pay attention.
When you add the 200 leases given out in Picton, plus the other 100 leases from the current distribution, we have about 300 residential leases that were distributed. Average, those lands fully approved, the market value for one lot is about $500,000. So when you do the math, the value of lands that this ministry was able to give out was about $150 million worth of lands to the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago.
Now, Saddam, you did a very good thing, right? By giving out their lands. But please, 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 don't put value to the people land now. Don't do that. Don't put a value to the people land. They were promised this land decades ago. Decades ago. It's a good thing you do. It's a good deed by giving them. But do not put a figure to the people land. It's that simple. Hussein also revealed by the end of January 2026, approximately 800 citizens will receive their respective certificate. One more time, Trinidad and Tobago.
And next week, I am happy to announce that the Ministry of Land and Legal Affairs will be rolling into the constituency of Cuba South, where we are earmarked, or we have the intention to distribute 300 more residential leases to the ex-Caroni workers at the Exchange 2 site in Cuba.
So, Trinidad and Tobago, we want to thank Saddam Hussein for that. Marvelous job in his ministry. You know, he has always been at the head of his game, and that is what I love about this individual. Always to the head of his game. I hope some of the UNC MPs could be like that. So I just wanted to give you that update, Trinidad and Tobago. So we're going back to the record. We have about 2 minutes left on our show tonight, viewers. So listen this, Listen this. Motorists seeking to release of a wrecked vehicle are required to pay a release fee of $500. The TTPS said that a vehicle remain at the impound yard overnight, and overnight storage fee is $200 per day applied with payment accepted in cash. So Trinidad and Tobago, $500, and if you don't have the $500 one time, you come back the next day, you're paying $200 storage fee. So that's $700 you're paying right there. It is said motorists present a valid driver's permit and a certificate copy, and the vehicle retrieved a wrecked vehicle. Hey. So you see, Trinidad and Tobago, what we need in this country is officers with a little heart. So after tonight, I hope the wrecking crew, although don't hate me for the truth. Don't hate me for the truth. Viewers, we're out of time for tonight, but nevertheless, it's been a pleasure for me coming here to let you know what is taking place in our country and the latest in current affairs. Until we meet again, viewers, enjoy the night.